hard to capture. Extravagant, resurrect the track and it's militant. And I react like a convict and start killing. It's manifesting. The gods work like appliances, dealing in my psyche.
Any fan who's been keeping up with the Boruto story knows that the organization known as CAR is nothing to be taken lightly. The outer members of CAR consisted of shinobi like Ao, who we all thought died during the war arc. The inner members have people like Delta, who can fight off a suppressed Hokage Naruto, and Boro, a guy who can release viruses that can only be seen by the Sharingan. And then there's Jigen, the leader of the group who managed to seal away Naruto after defeating Naruto and Sasuke at the same time in battle. On top of that, the guy happens to be a vessel for the new Asusuke, who is known as Ashiki Asusuke. However, as crazy as all that might sound, that's not even the most insane thing about the CAR organization. Just recently, the author for the Boruto story, Ukyo Kodachi himself, revealed new information about CAR that changes the entire dynamic of the Naruto world going forward. For far too long, though for a really good reason, we fans have been focused solely on the inner members of CAR because they appear to be absolute powerhouses, or they appear to be fighters who possess incredibly hacked jutsu. The truth is, many of us wrote off or flat out ignored or forgot about the outer members of CAR. However, in volume 10 of the Boruto manga, Ukyo Kodachi revealed a startling truth about the outer members of CAR that now focuses us to take the threat of the outer members to be a lot more seriously. In a translation by Organic Dinosaur, we learned that the outer members of CAR might be more important than the inner members. It appears as if CAR has members of its outer group established inside the inner circle of the new feudal lord of the Land of Fire, the very same feudal lord who I told you guys helped Naruto prevent the 5th Great Ninja War from taking place, as I've covered in another video titled How the 5th Great Ninja War Almost Happened. Though this new feudal lord has really good intentions, the people inside his circle have been working to undermine both his and Naruto's efforts to guide the Land of Fire through this new era of peace. The outer members have provided cover for CAR to operate within the Land of Fire's interior, carrying out their own missions and having them covered up, which is why Naruto didn't even know about CAR's existence until Sasuke interrogated the leader of the Majina Bandits at the end of the Majina Bandits arc, and even then, Sasuke, because of the lack of information, needed to travel deep into the belly of the underworld in order to begin collecting information about this group known as CAR. This revelation absolutely changes the story for a really big reason. We know that the inner members of CAR are each assigned to different quadrants throughout the Naruto world. For example, Kashin Koji has been assigned to the quadrant that we know is the Land of Fire. We know that from the interactions with Ao that the outer members answer to the inner members and the elder members of CAR, which means that there's a growing possibility that in each of the 5 great nations, CAR has had the influence deeply rooted without the Kages of each hidden village knowing the truth about the organization. And I can't stress this next point enough. Naruto as a series has always dabbled in the political aspect of the shinobi world. Zabuza tried to pull off a coup d'etat in the very first arc of the story. In the Land of Waves, we found out that it was being taken over by criminals. In the Chunin exams in the Konoha Crush arc, 2 villages teamed up to assassinate the 3rd Hokage during the Chunin exams, and the Uchiha massacre was a political struggle in itself that ended with an entire clan being wiped out because of differences. However, for all the 5 Kage summits that we got, the Naruto series has never gone full-blown 13 chairman arc like Hunter x Hunter did, but now in the Boruto era, it appears as if Kodachi is preparing to take that very same plunge, and I don't think that that's a bad idea. We are in a time of peace, of seemingly having the world being unified, but as we've seen in the past, small disagreements cause brief fractures in the Shinobi Alliance, adding to the dynamic of the story, which has always been in the Naruto story. Buried beneath the amazing fights that we got in Naruto and Naruto Shippuden, this could provide us with the extra conflict that the Boruto series does need to take that next step. Not everything has to be straight action. I've been preaching this for a long time, but instead setting up more world building and having more of the political aspect being used to create more tension that slowly fractures the alliance can work. The 13th chairman arc in Hunter x Hunter followed one of the darker, more gruesome, and action-packed arcs of the series, and yet it directly set up all the insane stuff that we're getting in the Dark Continent arc right now in the Hunter x Hunter manga. Boruto following in the footsteps of Naruto, which in itself used Hunter x Hunter's first arc as a template for Kishimoto to do the Chunin exams, isn't a bad idea. What this will come down to ultimately is going to be execution and payoff, but I'm personally excited to see the outer members of Car and the fact that they're now more important than we initially believed. But that's gonna be it for this video today, guys. As always, if you like anything I had to say, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. Have an awesome day, guys.